Hello everyone, you join us here at the 2026 New York Auto Show, and we have a quick look at the all-new Mustang Dark Horse Supercharged. This is going to be a pretty crazy model from Ford, and honestly, in person, it's definitely looking a bit more aggressive than I was even expecting. Now, this one is clearly much more decked out than you may expect. You can see all the crazy changes up front versus a regular Dark Horse, and of course, we have the Mustang GTD right there. But on this Dark Horse Supercharged, we can already see a lot of the big changes up front. So the entire front end of this Mustang is essentially completely different than a regular Dark Horse. And you can note up front here the larger intakes that we're going to have. So we already have a large carbon fiber front accent piece here, and this is all kind of housing the much larger grille, so a lot more opening for this actual grille area over here. And you can see these really large intake pieces right over here, all to kind of feed air to both the supercharger and the engine itself. And I like how they still have those kind of interior orange lights on the inside of the grille over there, which is a cool touch. And check out the aero kit on this particular one as well. Extremely aggressive front splitter and front is sort of like a dive plane style situation over here. You can see that accented around. Now this one is also pretty wild, as we have a hood pins. We literally have hood pins on this Dark Horse Supercharged model, as well as a huge carbon fiber kind of heat extractor on the hood over here, as well as hiding that supercharger that is of course under the hood of this unique engine. Now, I wouldn't say it's a completely new engine. It's very similar to what we saw in the GT500 in the last generation, though more power, and it's more related to, of course, the GTD, if anything. We're also getting carbon fiber mirrors on this particular one. And you can see a lot of the customization that's going to be able to be done on these Dark Horses. We have these kind of unique teal accents for the trim pieces, and on the side wheel section over here, very aggressive carbon fiber wheel. And just have a look at how large those front brake rotors are, and the calipers. These are massive carbon ceramic rotors over here, absolutely massive brakes as well. This thing means serious business. As we can see, it's on Michelin Cup 2R rubber 305/30 section tires up front as well. And this all gets even more crazier when we come around to the side of this Dark Horse Supercharged. Again, flared out side fenders over here, and coming out to the rear, while the body structure is largely the same out back, we do get more aggressive rubber, and of course those same aggressive brake systems out back here. Much larger tires in the back as well. These are 315/30s in the back, and even in the rear of this vehicle, the whole thing is pretty aggressive. This one is tuned for extreme downforce as well. So we can see on the back, we're getting that pretty unique rear end design. So we have these new vertical style quad exhaust tips, which I think is a really nice touch over here. So you can see how aggressive they are, and they kind of blend into this rear diffuser section up here, which is quite nice. And we're getting this unique adjustable carbon fiber rear wing, which is just absolutely colossal. This is definitely going to be providing a little bit more additional downforce for you if you are taking this out on a track. And again, a lot of this is derived from learnings on the Mustang GTD that we see right behind us over there. Again, not as aggressive, but definitely derived from those learnings. Let's go have a quick look at the interior now and see what's different in that space. Having a quick look at the interior of this Mustang Dark Horse Supercharged over here, we can see already off the bat we're getting a Ford Racing side plaque over here, and the much more aggressive front seats. So you can see over here, much more aggressive bucket style seats. And again, I really like this contrasting design. We have this teal style seat belts over here, for example, teal stitching over here, even in this whole center piping of the middle of the vehicle, which is pretty cool. Let's hop inside and have a quick look at what we can see in this interior. So getting in off the bat, set our backpack off to the side here. You can see some chimes going off here. We'll close up the door. And it, again, feels like a Mustang interior, Mustang Dark Horse interior, but definitely more aggressive. These seats off the bat are really, really aggressive, actually. We can see in the center console, we're seeing a lot of stuff derived from GTD. So we have this carbon fiber little plinth over here for our gear selector, which is quite nice in this little designed piece over here. But otherwise, you know, this gauge cluster, the design of the screens is all very familiar to us. We do get a Dark Horse Supercharged plaque up here, which is cool, in this carbon fiber trim. And on the actual steering wheel itself, it is a flat bottom design. We have a travel clock marker up here in red, and again, these really huge paddle shifters over here for our dual clutch gearbox. Drive mode selectors on here. This space overall isn't too dramatically different. Same thing with even with that actual GTD over there. That even isn't super different than a regular Mustang, but that is the whole point of these cars. They're all Mustangs at the end of the day. But otherwise, fit and finish, quality, it's okay, it's fine. not many too hard plastics, just, you know, some typical areas with some Ford buttons and stuff here and there. But as a driving experience, it feels pretty aggressive in here. And you can also just see how long and big that front hood area over here is. It's huge. The supercharger does stick out quite a bit here. And these seats, again, are really, really aggressive. We'll have a better look at them right here for y'all. Definitely will hold you in. And we actually have no rear seats in this particular one. So you lose out in the rear seats. You just got this whole big carpeted piece. Again, the GTD over there gets that crazy rear transaxle inboard suspension. So this obviously does not have all of that. So you're not going to get that little suspension window there. But it's a little bit of a hint of the aggression of the nature of this vehicle. It's definitely more focused for, you know, track driving, a little bit less weight than typical Mustangs as well. So you're going to get all the whole experience in this Dark Horse Supercharged here. And again, we're getting those cool Dark Horse logos on the dash. Let me know what you guys think about this. Thank you guys for taking us, or joining me on a quick look of this Mustang Dark Horse Supercharged. We'll have a quick look at that red one over there. And again, join us for more on Allcarnews. See you. Cheers.